first episode of the video series of sustainable products that we are doing with your grades. We are going to be making wooden crochet hooks, handmade wooden crochet hooks, and for my work today I have taken a twig from a silver oak branch because it is little on the sturdier side, and I'm also going to be using a skewer for the smaller, tinier, thinner hook. After we do the cleaning, which the video will explain a little later as you move ahead, I have selected this ordinary kitchen knife. It is more on the solid side so that I have more stability and control over it, and it is little blunt. I would suggest you take a little blunt knife to begin with till the time where you are very confident with your hand, then you can move on to sharper knives. And this is something which you can also do while you're outside with just an ordinary pen knife too. We've identified to begin with. So first we will mark how much we need to smoothen out. So we'll not do the whole thing because that will be a waste of time. We'll just do how much is required and little more so that we have enough space to work. We have grooved in this much. Now we will do another layer so that we can cut through it and we get the length we need. We are almost there now. This is an alternative if you don't have a hacksaw blade. In case you have a saw, then obviously it's very easy. You just saw it straight now. We managed to get through to it, and then here we are. Now we start cleaning this longer piece, which is going to become our crochet. One tip while you're doing this, make sure you don't pull the knife towards your body as much as possible. This is the wrong way to do it. Try and keep it away from your body. We managed to scrape off the outer layer. We still have some more distance to go before we get there. So keep scraping off. You could also use sandpaper because that will really add a lot of finishing. I don't have it with me, so I'll just continue with the knife. We've achieved the desired size that we were trying to work towards. Now we begin working on the groove. This is a little trickier, so be mindful. Just measure at what distance you want the grooving to start. So in my case, I've selected this point. So I will keep pressing my knife down and moving this in a rotating fashion so the groove comes, and then I can begin my work at this stage. So here I have a little dent. Now I will start carving towards this. So it's going to be a little slower than before because this is a very important stage for the hook and you need to give it a lot of attention. We have managed to carve in a little. We're almost halfway through. You need to be really careful at this point because sometimes when you use too much force, you could just cut this off and then you would have to start all over again. It would require you to balance your knife or whatever cutting material you're using and go slowly, very carefully. Keep grooving in and keep going a little deeper because we need enough space so that we can carve in and get that hook like this. So we still have some way to go. We have now finished the carving in of how much we require. Now we need to start carving in this way to get the hook going. So you change the angle of your knife and then again go inwards and start carving. Go slowly and be very careful. This is now very fragile. It's almost less than half, so it is weak. We have got the groove going. It is good enough, I think. Let's try it on a wool. It's basically this is the function, to hook it so that when I turn, twist, it should not slip out. Then I can get my loop going. Crochet is all about loops. So this is good enough. Now this part is taken care of. We could smoothen it a lot more. Now I will go on to tapering this. This has to be tapered so that once I start doing the crochet, this should be able to just go in very smoothly. So we'll narrow it down and make it a little more pointed. So that's what I'm working on now. After all the hard work Aki has started doing, and then I got it finished by engraving the hook edges. We finished both the hooks. So the fatter ones can be used for thicker yarns like upcycled paper, then torn clothes. This can be used for finer wool. I'll just show you how it works. I will just use the same size yarn just to show you, but preferably, as I mentioned, this is for thicker yarns. This hook right now I'm noticing that there are some raw edges here, the spikes, which is pulling the yarn. It's not very smooth, so I think I still need to get that sandpaper and finish it off. But this is an ongoing process because I will not stop. Every time some thought comes to me and I want to make it better, I know I'm going to go back to this till I achieve that perfection piece that I would strive for. And likewise the smaller one, as I mentioned, is made out of a skewer. I just engraved it, just that you have to be a little more careful because it's a lot thinner, so when you're doing it, just go very slowly. And both are working, and there we have it. There we have our own handmade crochet hooks, and now you're not restricted. You can just make your own hook and just crochet away. As you guys have already, I think, in the process of mastering how to make this, there would be a challenge for you guys to personalize and make every crochet hook into a very unique individual pieces, which would have a little bit of your own personality, I'm sure, over time. It would be lovely if you could share what crochet hooks you all come up with. And once this is done, then your class pillars will release another set of work where we are using the crochet hooks, which is in handmade.